That's it for me. Thank you very much. Cheers. Right, so it's good to be back. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So you know, you hear that phrase when people say, if you start a conversation off about the weather, it's normally a good sign that you've got nothing to say, isn't it? Right? So, how's the weather been going, ladies and gentlemen? Right, so I was reading recently that there's a new snowstorm coming along, right? I don't know if you remember, about 7 years ago in this country, they had a snowstorm and they gave it a name. They called it the Beast from the East. You all remember that? Yeah. Right, and all over the newspapers, well, the Beast from the East is coming. And all it was a few inches of snow, that's all it was. Like, that's the equivalent of a beast. In my opinion, this is the Peckham Predator. the South London Serpent. Look out! It could be anywhere. In Peckham, normally. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, some of you might have seen me at the back sitting quite quietly with my earbuds in. You know, you're probably thinking, I won't disturb him, he's probably going through his set, probably a bit nervous. The truth is, I've just listened to a bit of porn. It's a little trick I do. It's, someone said to me, try and listen to something that makes you feel at home. You know? I'm actually thinking of I don't drive, but if I did, I would definitely get speakers built into the doors and just drive around my estate, just blaring porn into the estate. You know, because that's the type of guy I am, you know. I can't, basically. Yeah. But no, I do like to fuck with people. I've actually, I've recently started buying cocaine. Right? And it's true, but here's the thing, I don't actually do cocaine. I haven't touched cocaine, I haven't touched it for about 18 years. You know, I gave it up years ago. But I've recently started buying it again, just so whenever my friends run out of cocaine, I can then pull it out and just refuse to give it to them. Just to see the look on their fucking faces. Honestly, I highly recommend it. It's brilliant. It's really good. You know, it's like a drug itself. Honestly, it's worth the money. That's for sure. You know, just watch it grovel around you for, you know. But here's the thing, you're probably thinking, that's not a good idea. You probably get kicked out of the party. You probably never get invited to another party again. But trust me, for the next 2 hours, you'll be treated like a king. You will be treated like, they will grovel around. They will do cartwheels around the house for you. And your cock, if you want to do something. And eventually they will get frustrated and they will say, look, Tom, come on mate, fuck's sake, if you're not doing it yourself and you're not going to share it, why have you got it? And I say, it's for a rainy day, you know, and that can really piss them off, especially if it's raining. So, yeah, so I've been sitting at home a lot recently, watching a lot of TV. I've started watching Celebrity Get Me Out of Here. Anyone of you all watching that show? No? Alright, we won't do that. Fuck it, we're doing it, right? So I don't normally watch that show, but I heard that Nigel Farage and Tony Bellew was going to be in it. Well, I actually met Tony Bellew many years ago. So that's another story, we won't go into it. But, so I thought, I've got to watch this show, because there's an odd chance that there may be, and I never thought I'd say this, there's an odd chance that there may be an argument between Nigel Farage and Tony Bellew. And just imagine how that would go. Look, listen, Tony, all I'm trying to say is, you know, if we're going to get a luxury item, we need to pull together as a team. That's all I'm trying to say. It's not being racist, it's just me just being me, you know. And he's like, listen, I won't have you dictating to me, Nigel Farage, whether you're fucking me. I won't have you telling me how to eat a cow's anus. It's just one of the rules as a champion, you know. You know, you don't talk to me about being on team. You didn't want me in the camp. You didn't want new campers in. No, that's not true. Not what I said. Actually, what I said was, if we're going to have new campers in, make sure they're legal. Make sure they go through the legal procedures, and that, you know, we've already got enough mouths to feed as it is. That's all I'm trying. It's not racist. It may be junglist. Massive mistake, Nigel. You know, thinking that I'm a part of your team, because you never wanted me to be a part of your team. And I'm not the type who's going to put a pig's dick in my mouth. No. Maybe you should get your mate David Cameron for that. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing, right? Nigel Farage, it reminds me of my neighbour Nigel. I've got a neighbour called Nigel. Who the fuck's called Nigel? Anyone called Nigel here tonight? Good, right? But what kind of name is Nigel nowadays for anyone? Like, you know, it's such a boring, horrible fucking name, isn't it? Like, I've been on the comedy circuit for quite a while, right? And I've met many people. I've never met a Nigel, not once. But I met a funny guy called Nigel. Right? Anyway, so like, my neighbour Nigel, he recently only moved in about 2-3 years ago, and recently we've got nothing in common. But I lost my dog early this year, and he felt sorry for me. So him and his wife, they invited me over to his house for dinner. Right? Now I've never been invited over to anyone's house for dinner before. So, but here's the thing: he's not my type. He's a bit of a show-off. Right? You know, he's one of them guys. He's got like a car, right, and a wife, and kids. You know, proper show-off. Proper fucking show-off. Once I was watching him from my window for a couple of hours. I was just watching his house, and I saw him. I actually saw him take his bins out. You know, it's like, what's a job's worth? What's a job's worth? Taking your bins out. You know, and anyway, so he invited me over to his house. Right, and here's the thing: I've only been over there once, and it was in the garden for a barbecue garden party during the lockdown. No, not lockdown. Sorry. But anyway, so he went round to his house, and he answered the door. And immediately he said to me, "You're going to have to take your boots off. You know, you can't wear shoes in the house." I was like, "Shit," because I had no socks on that. So I was like, "Oh fuck!" I didn't think ahead like that, you know. I was like, "Come on, mate, come on." By the way, is anyone here who does that? Hands up if you're one of the people that will not let anyone in your house without taking the shoes off. No? Oh, good. Because fuck them people. Right? Because honestly, if you're going to be that so dictating that you're going to stop people wearing what they want when you invite them to your house, you know, at least have a roll of, you know, a rack of bowling shoes or something. Right, so anyway, so like, he invited me over to the house, and he's like, I was saying, "Listen, honestly, Nigel, I can't fucking come in with my feet stinking." Right, you know, but you know, you trust me. He goes, no, we're not like that. We're not judgmental. Come in. I was like, no. Honestly, believe me, mate. He says, honestly, it's not me. It's my missus. She wears the trousers in this house, and it's one of her rules. Here's the thing: I've never liked that word. Wears the trousers in this house. I wear. My dad used to say that. I wear the trousers in this house. That's a bit so. Doesn't make it hard. I wear trousers too. But anyway, so I said to him, "All right, how about your missus wears the trousers and I'll wear the shoes in this house? How about that? That little deal?" So anyway, he did. He let me into the house, and it was such a weird, you know. I'm sitting around the dinner table and we're eating away. Oh yeah, this is the craziest bit. He made us do a fucking, you know, like you say like a prayer before you eat. Right? And I'm not kidding. He made me hold hands with his daughter on one side and him on that side, and then he's holding his bit. Honestly, right? So it's like it went like something like this, you know. "Dear Lord, we thank you for the food we're about to receive. And those who have worked and fought to provide it for us." Now, I don't know if you ever done that poem, that in school, but I remember it being for those who have worked and helped to provide it for us. But he's talking about some people who's I don't want the dinner if someone's had to fight for it, you know. But anyway, so he says, and the whole time while we're sitting there doing the prayer, I'm thinking, no, the pagan in me is thinking, right, they can definitely smell my feet the whole time, you know. This is just not going good, you know. But it's actually really good food. It's actually really, really good. Here's the thing about dinner parties. I've actually, this is a true story. Those who know will know that for the last 7 to 8 years now, I've struggled in my life with trying to get them to come dine with me. And I've tried, and I'm not kidding, I've tried everything, you know, like, I've sent them like endless fucking, like, you know, applications, and they always send me the same excuse every time. And it's like a long email saying, "Mr. Matthews, thank you very much for being such a good, big fan of Come Dine With Me. But we believe at Channel 4, you're just not ready for us right yet, you know. But first of all, you need a house. That kind of helps. Like a clean criminal record, that helps as well." To which I say, "Listen, I've got a house. You know, all right, my mum's got a house. You know, and yes, all right, I've got a criminal record, but it's clean. You know, there's no nonsense, no flashing, nothing. It's clean." Basically, here's the truth: is I want to be the first person to go and come dine with me. And the whole time I just absolutely refuse to make food for anyone. Fuck them, they don't deserve it. Anyway, I'm in South Africa.
Yeah. Guys, Tom Matthews, everyone. Guys, this next guy is pretty special because he's brought 3 people. It's not quite 20 people, but you know, it's brought 3. Guys, it's Subin Samuel, everyone. Come on.